Good evening. Welcome to the Hookah Headlocks podcast, season 2, episode 1. I'm with Archie.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello.
John.
Hey.
Anthony.
Hi.
And
Cameron.
Yeah.
Can we go around and say that actually was Archie? I'm in disbelief.
Wait.
Can we
Wait,
go
is that
around
right? Wait. Let's just try this again. I'm Cameron and I'm with Archie.
Hello.
Joe.
Hey,
John.
Hello.
Anthony.
Hi.
Good.
Can we go back and see if that was Archie? Can we just
I'm not
double check
convinced
you
right
actually
now.
with us?
Archie, is that you?
What do they say in the football? You're playing with your foot, the VAQ or something? The VAR? What is it called?
The VAR.
That's what they call it in the EPL.
I'm me.
VAR is what they use.
What,
Yeah.
video Archie referee?
You want to drive a RAV.
Around 4. I think
Rev.
You want to own the beach.
What was that? He wants to own the beach.
We got on tonight's show, we got the Great Australian Heroes, the Cronulla Beach Lifesavers coming down.
And the men of British descent, pretty deadly.
Yes, boy!
Alright, Cameron, kick us off.
Silence, Anthony. Archie, what are we having today?
I am having Element Bergamot and Thai with Azure Alaskan Ice.
Ooh. And Archie, what's Joe having today?
Well, I made the bowl for him this time.
Ah,
Yeah.
I can taste your fingers.
We've made a couple of changes this season.
Yeah. We're mixing it up. He's smoking Bermuda Mint with Famari. What was it?
Who's
What
he?
gummy bear? Yeah.
Who's he?
Who? Farami?
Did you just assume my pronoun?
No.
John, what are you smoking?
I'm just smoking came in.
Carrot, would you believe it?
Unbelievable. Very original.
It is original. I'm
Yeah.
the first one I ever smoked it.
Wait till this with Cameron's got going. Cameron, what are you smoking?
Came in.
Who would have
Cameron
thought?
Strickland. Strickers.
And what are you smoking?
I'm smoking Bermuda Mint with cinnamon cookies.
And we
Me
hope you
too,
choke
Lauren.
on it.
What was that?
We hope you choke on it.
Who's we?
Did you just assume Cameron's pronoun?
Guys, it's 2024 now.
Unfortunately. For
Can
some.
we all behave for once?
This is going to be a good 2024 for Cody Rhodes, Cameron.
Potentially.
How can you guarantee anything now after last year's WrestleMania?
That's true.
I'll never open. There's two things I'll never open up my mouth about again: Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns, and Penrith Panthers not winning the grand final.
And now things are a bit more complicated for Cody because Mr. Eats Porterhouse steak at 4 a.m. is back. He wants to sit at the head of the table.
I think there for a second here. Talk about
How are we going to go about this, Ken?
Well, it's been an interesting first week, I feel.
We'll get into the super shows. We'll do each super show.
What was the first one? It was day one.
Raw Day 1, which was literally New Year's night in America.
Yep.
Yep. So what happened there? What were the big takeaways?
The big takeaways: Nia Jax beat Becky clean, which was surprising.
Big shock.
That's the start of the underdog story now. I know, I did hear someone else say that, but the way I thought about why she was climbing a ladder.
Oh God, I don't say that.
I'm talking about Becky, not Nia.
Oh, potentially. What else happened? Now I've got a mental mind blank now. That
Well, we had
someone
the
threw out
former
Porterhouse
WWE champion came,
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal,
Yeah, the ex-WWE champion.
and cut a promo.
a very
Good promo.
Yeah.
Probably his best since ever.
It's like Zack Ryder getting over. Wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And then someone come and interrupt him.
Yeah. Your Porterhouse steak buddy.
The walk.
The wok?
He took her down to Poland.
You know, I take that back. That sounds so racist.
Did I?
Yeah, and what did The Rock have to say?
Apparently he wants a seat at the head of the table.
Okay. What's going on, guys?
Archie, I know you're going to be verbal about this one.
John's just kicked me.
That's exactly how Cody's feeling right now. I don't think the alarm bells are ringing yet for Cody. I think the only time the alarm bells should be ringing before WrestleMania will be if The Rock enters the Royal Rumble and wins.
I know, so we'll go show by show. So The Rock's come back. I'm going to go back on what I just said, which is a rarity. Rock's come out and said he's going to dinner afterwards. Goes, we're going to set the booth with the commentary team. I'm going to set the bar with Sheamus and Cesaro. Going to sit at the head of the table. He's obviously now we will all just see just how big these legs are that have got. Roman came out on SmackDown. Did Roman even say anything?
He laughed it off.
Yeah, he just laughed at
Did he even bring it up, or did Paul Heyman bring it up?
No.
At the start of the show,
Caleb Braxton.
Caleb Braxton brought it up. Roman laughed. About midway through the show, Paul Heyman cut a promo saying The Rock's in the same category as everyone else where they can't touch Roman.
So Roman literally never spoke about it.
No.
And he tweeted the crying guy, the crying laughter on Twitter.
He just laughed it off.
So nothing up until this point has deterred us from thinking that Cody Rhodes is going to main event WrestleMania and win against Roman Reigns. Or at least main event WrestleMania. Nothing's a given after what happened at 39. And this is not obviously about selling shows. Last time I looked, which was earlier this week, there's 1,000 tickets left for night one of WrestleMania, and there's 1,500 left for night two. So they're obviously not scared of not selling it out. That's the allocated tickets that they've actually released.
Yeah, so far it's 59,000 each night.
So how much impetus is this on Australia that this is a wink and this Roman versus Rock match is going to happen next month?
I don't know. I hope it happens next month. I'd much rather it happen next month.
Depends if Australia has the money as well.
Well, if they're offering it, they surely they have it to offer.
Let's go as to why, and I think I can speak on behalf of the group as to why we've got a problem with Roman and Rock at WrestleMania. Do any of you think The Rock can wrestle for more than 3 or 5 minutes?
No,
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He couldn't. 10 seconds against Jinder, he was gassed.
Say he beats Roman Reigns and he ends this historic title. I forget about Hulk Hogan and who is it? Pedro Morales?
He already broke
Who's the other one? Forget about Bruno. Roman's reign, literally, no pun intended, is historic without those two. Imagine The Rock beats him. How long does The Rock hold on to the title for? And who the hell beats The Rock? What, he comes out after a month and loses it to CM Punk? He comes out after a month and loses it, cash in to Damian Priest? They'll burn the house down. That's got nothing to do with Seth Rollins. He can't. He can't. I'm not going to say it literally. It's almost, he can't. So how the hell is there going to be a Rock and Roman main event match at WrestleMania?
Not only that, they can't move it from part-time to part-time as well.
Exactly.
No way.
From one
especially under Triple H's booking,
But
that's long.
They're two different definitions of part-time. I'd argue The Rock's on a Legends contract.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if even that. Has it ever been confirmed that he's on a Legends contract?
Well, he acts like it. He comes back once a year, maybe. And Roman makes Brock Lesnar look full-time.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But
That's saying something.
if they're in the Hall of Fame, isn't that considered a Legends contract anyway?
I guess, effectively, which he is.
Yeah, he's
No, he's not. Rock's
He's not on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's not.
The Rock hasn't been inducted
I was thinking
yet.
of who
I thought he did.
No,
who will induct? I know we're going to get off topic here. Who would induct him? Would it be
Stone Cold.
Like get JR back? No. Vince?
Stone Cold.
It'll be Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, maybe Mick Foley.
Nah, I don't think things are green. I don't think it's too grassy with Mick Foley.
Maybe even just Triple H.
Yeah.
He brought out the best of work together,
Yeah, that's true.
carried 2000 together, their most profitable year.
So apart from it making zero to no sense, do any of you actually believe we're getting Rock Roman for the title night 2 of WrestleMania?
No.
Do any of you actually believe that?
No.
That kind of...
The only potential thing I can see is a triple threat, but then that does not make sense at all.
But that kind of hype has died down 50% from last week, right?
Yeah.
Because this time last week, the whole mainstream media was in a box.
Everybody's leaning towards
And we were pulling our hair out going, what the hell's going on? Because I would like to see Roman versus Rock. It's not for the title.
Not for the title,
It's
yeah.
not WrestleMania.
needed.
How about like SummerSlam or something?
Well, but
too
then
far
people
away.
come back and say, how can you not have it at... But you know what I thought? And it's a bit of a loaded example. It's a bit of a specific example. We got Rock and Hogan at No Way Out 03, 1 month before Mania. All right, we did get Hogan and Rock 11 months earlier and one of the greatest matches ever. But who's to say it can't be at
Exactly.
another pay-per-view?
Sorry to cut you off, Joe, but the biggest example I can give, because people say Roman and The Rock has to happen at Mania. It doesn't. 11 years ago, Rock and CM Punk had a match at Elimination Chamber. It was not a big deal. So why can't he have a match with Roman Reigns at Elimination
Rock
Chamber?
and Brock was at SummerSlam, but little did we know the effect that would have.
Wasn't Rock and Punk at Rumble?
They did it at Rumble and they had the rematch at Elimination Chamber.
That was more towards what they really thought of Punk.
That gets forgotten about.
That's
Get that
more
match at
what they
Chamber.
thought about Punk.
Not only that, trust The Rock to come back when CM Punk's
Punk-
on the verge of headlining Mania.
It's the irony is just
It's horrible.
unbelievable. Okay, so we'll let
I'll ask
the
you, sorry. I'll ask you.
Sorry if I'm taking control here.
If you're Cody Rhodes, I'm not trying to act kayfabe here, trying to talk in their character, but honestly, go like your future booking. Are you worried about either CM Punk or Cody Rhodes, or The Rock going into night 2?
Yeah, but you know what, too, Archie?
Yeah.
I love. You've got me to love Cody. Yeah. Like I love Cody like you do. He is the guy that went away and started the rival company. he is the guy that went away and started the rival company.
He took the sledgehammer to the throne.
Well,
he did.
Okay, but then
that's what I say. I don't know if he has a leg to stand on.
Then you
in that
also
regard.
CM Punk trashed the company for 10 years.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But you think that he's got it?
And let's not forget The Rock walked out. The Rock left for Hollywood. When Stone Cold went, Triple H was down.
Yeah, but they allowed that, mate.
But I'm just saying
that's different to Cody. But don't worry, nothing's promised for Punk neither. Nothing's promised for Punk neither. But I look back, I think it would be a shame to the fans. Have we been blinded to think that we were getting Cody Roman this whole time? I don't think we have. I don't think we have.
No, but that's also credit to the booking of Cody Rhodes, where he's been in these enticing storylines. That's not always been about finishing the story.
I mean, who I, not to say feel sorry for, but because I'm sure they're still taking home a very handsome pay pack and they're still going to feature in Mania to a semi-main event level. You go back 3-4 months ago and look at where these blokes are now.
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami to a certain
Kevin
Damian
Owens.
Priest. No, but two that stand out to me, Damian Priest and LA Knight.
Yeah.
And to a lesser extent, McIntyre. They weren't counting on Rhodes, I beg your pardon, Punk, Orton to a certain extent. And now The Rock, how's your luck? And that's another thing, are we going to get LA? No. Do we? I don't think The Rock's wrestling a match full stop at this point. I think the hype's shut down 50%. This is what I'll go back to the other thing.
Why would they?
Is this Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Is Australia behind this? They haven't sold that Elimination Chamber.
That's right.
They've still got
last
20,000.
Last
20,000.
week they reported to only sold 40 to 42,000. Their aim is to get to the 60,000 mark as a call to sellout.
Is this Australia?
Yes.
Do they want this match in 6 weeks' time, 7 weeks' time?
They have requested.
Do we think it's Australia?
And
we
why
don't
they
know
want
for sure.
it-
Do we think it's Australia?
Yes, and why they want it to be in Australia is it will get the other 15,000
Exactly.
in the stadium.
It guarantees
and
the
that will
sellout.
guarantee more pay-per-views in Australia.
Okay, wait a minute. I'll go one more. Sorry, Ken, but tell me if I'm Saudi Arabia, how am I feeling?
No, I don't think
Australia comes along and gets The Rock. Saudi have been pumping that much money into them for 6 years. Wouldn't they have liked The Rock?
Well, if they
They would have liked The Rock.
Well,
and now
just-
Australia get one PLE and they get The Rock.
But it just comes down to timing because The Rock has never had a free schedule, so Saudi never really could have got it.
I know, I'm being a bit funny, but I'm thinking, how would the Saudis be feeling?
And John, you brought it up. What is it? The XFL is starting around WrestleMania season.
It's like-
as much as a piss take as it is, that is a big commitment for The Rock.
It's starting the same weekend as
Well,
Mania.
that's it then. Like, it's got to be too hard for him to be, even though the XFL is the XFL.
It's starting the same weekend.
Yeah, it starts,
Oh, well,
it starts the
there's your
Saturday.
answer.
It starts the same day as day one.
Alright, if he has a match against Roman at Elimination Chamber. Now, mind you, Roman has not been promoted for this event the last few months. Can they get a half decent... This is not going to be a Roman extravaganza, Roman Empire match, 25, 30 minute shenanigans. The Rock can't go that long.
No, it'll be more theatric.
Whether that... And mind you, there's at least one Elimination Chamber match on that night.
Yes.
And there's Rhea Ripley, the biggest star, maybe Australia's biggest ever star. How can we fathom that The Rock and Roman aren't going to be the main event? I think The Rock has just come back to create a stir.
Yeah.
I can't fathom him wrestling in the main event at WrestleMania, and I can't fathom him wrestling in the main event of Elimination Chamber because it can only be a 7, 8, 9, 10 minute match. And maybe I'm underestimating. I don't know about you guys.
Then do you throw him into a tag team match?
With who?
Roman and Solo, The Rock and Cena?
Or The Rock and Rhodes.
The Rock, no, Cody's going to be locked up, pun intended, in the chamber.
I think Cody's winning the Rumble.
He'll win the chamber.
But
That'll be the closeout. Even though The Rock will be there, he'll lose by the way. Say, what's
And haven't they said for months that Rhea is apparently closing the show?
See, they have
Hasn't
three
been
possible
said.
ways to close it. Rhea Ripley retaining her title in the chamber. Cody possibly winning the chamber. But how would you close it with The Rock losing? You can have The Rock lie down and close it.
That would be Roman's.
That
What do you call him? Looking for
his biggest
Zenith.
His apex.
Yeah.
He beats The Rock. Pins The Rock.
The
There
one
you go.
person.
He can do no more.
Yeah.
Does he fought Triple H?
Roman?
Yeah.
Not
Has he
since
fought
Blood
him?
One.
Has he fought Triple H?
Yeah, he
Mania.
He beat him.
32.
Yeah, but
Triple
that
H,
was Blood
The
One.
Undertaker, The Rock,
John Cena.
John Cena,
Brock Lesnar.
Cody Rhodes once, Brock Lesnar multiple times.
The last one there is probably Stone Cold, but even then he's.
Well, that
Don't
was
give him
rumored
any
to 30
idea. Yeah.
to 39.
That was the play.
So there's your answer, Arch. He could. And then that could be it. How big could it go?
Going around, like out of the three, I said Rhea closing, Roman closing,
And
or
Cody.
Cody closing. Go around the table. Who would you guys, out of those three options, would you like to see the most?
Rhea.
Rhea?
Wait, Rhea one-on-one or Rhea defending the title in the
Defending the
chamber?
title,
She'll
like
defend,
either way.
she'll defend in the chamber.
We don't think... When's the last time we've had a women's match for number one contender for the title in the chamber?
Shayna Baszler, 2020.
You beat me to it.
If that, I don't remember.
Why don't we think we're going to get one? Why don't we think we're going to get one?
No, I'm not saying she is.
I'm just asking, why do you think we're going to get one instead of a number one contender match?
Because Rhea will need to be
You didn't have Rhea then.
Having a one-on-one.
against Nia Jax, possibly.
Yeah.
Fighting a Rumble could be.
That would be the tease.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of those three, like Rhea closing, no matter what the match is, out of the three, which would you guys like to see the most?
What to
Close out chamber.
Just because Australia has to be real.
Yeah. And
Rhea.
John?
Yeah, I'd probably say Rhea.
I love Rhea a lot.
But
I don't think there's going to be a Rock Roman match at all. Oh, jeez, it's hard to go past Cody. I mean, how can have Cody? If it is,
Well, does he get his-
sorry,
he
I'm
gets
going
his
against what I think.
He gets his moment the month after anyway.
closing out the show. Yeah.
If you are, so you obviously, if you're saying Cody, you subscribe to the theory he's not winning the Rumble then.
No, Punk is.
See, I think Cody's winning the Rumble. But then again, why would Cody win it? Like, who cost Cody? It's Nakamura.
What, from the Rumble match?
Solo.
Solo, that's what I've always been thinking. Because that's how
I'll go with Rhea. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a one-on-one. But would you have Nia Jax main eventing?
I need to give Rhea a strong competitor before Mania.
She'll do a great feat of strength on Nia.
Yeah.
lifting her up.
I don't think they've had a one-on-one match,
No.
Nah.
especially the Judgment Day era.
Once Rhea came into main picture,
Nia got done with the
Yeah.
ACLs and then she got sacked.
yeah,
And then since she's come back, she's been up there with Rhea while Rhea's been in the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll go with Rhea, headlining.
I'll probably go for Rhea too, as
Finish
much as
it.
I love Cody.
Makes sense.
yeah. What else happened on Raw?
Well, are we finished about The Rock? Is The Rock done now? Is he finished?
We'll know
Age-wise,
Come
yes.
Rumble.
come next week if they keep going on about The Rock appearing 2 weeks ago.
Well, we got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but we did get the highlight package, which we did with CM Punk, the Raw after Survivor Series, and the Raw after he came back on Raw. And for them to address it on SmackDown and have Roman actually acknowledge it, no pun intended,
Yeah. There'd have to be
that has
something.
to mean something.
It does mean something.
I think it would be insulting our intelligence if Roman never acknowledged it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Then why tease it?
Well,
They haven't gone this far before.
They reckon
He could have done something. He could have done something with Austin Fury, the same thing. But why do it now when we're just coming to January, and now the rumors are coming in?
Oh, this Triple H is just sitting back laughing at us, which I hope he is.
He deserves it.
I don't think we're getting a match full stop.
I think we are.
Okay, Chamber.
Well,
A Chamber.
Nonetheless, we are getting a match with either
It's gonna-
WrestleMania or Chamber.
it's going to happen eventually.
Who's
It's
it?
a matter of if and when.
Rock versus Roman. Kenny?
How could you not? Let's be honest. It's as much as we love
I'd love
Cody,
to see it.
as much as we love Cody, Punk, Orton, all the other baby faces. The one big money match they have up their sleeves is Rock and Roman.
Yeah, until I'm not having a go at you here until the bell rings.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't mean
People
to
are
be
in the seats
cynical.
already, and you got a million people viewing it.
See how good the match is when the bell rings.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. But you still think it's Cody Roman and Mania?
Not to closing it
Oh,
out.
good. So,
How can you not finish the story?
if you lose all hope, then that means I'm gone.
No way.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, what else happened on the Jinder Mahal special?
Great unified.
How's Seth McIntyre going?
Seth McIntyre.
Is anyone impressed with Drew McIntyre's heel run?
That's alright.
You said it was Suki. That's
Yeah.
like more Suki than anything. I agree with that.
Like, to me, he's been like honest, but it's like an honest heel.
He's a main event jobber.
Yeah, pretty much. Best way to
He's
describe it.
coming across as aggrieved.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of that main event, I just like to point out how dumb Damian Priest is made to be. Is there an invisible wall where you can't go attack him after the match, and you just stand there and watch
What's going
people
on?
and celebrate when you're with your heel stable next to you? What is stopping you from going in there?
Whacking him with a
Why do we
briefcase.
why do we have to hold our disbelief?
And you know what adds to it too? Is that the Money in the Bank is in our face literally all the time. Like if he just put it on the shelf and forgot about it for 6 months,
Fine.
but don't say anything. But you put the Senor on it.
But why are we led to believe there's an invisible wall where Damien can't break through and beat up Seth and retain? Why did he have to only during the match? He just worked a 20-minute match. I know we're talking characters here, but how could you not go for it there?
Would it be the all-time biggest swerve? It'd have to be the all-time.
Not cashing in.
Nah. Would it be the all-time biggest swerve?
Or Roman?
Yeah. Would it be would that be the biggest swerve you've seen in wrestling?
Possibly.
Probably, yeah.
Well, when Priest
If he cashes in either in the Cody Roman match or the Rock, God forbid, Rock Roman match or the Roman CM Punk match or the Roman
Roman-
Whatever it may be.
Yeah, can you imagine? Would that be the biggest swerve you've ever seen in wrestling? It'd be the one no one saw coming until I just brought it up now. That he cashes in on Roman.
I've thought about it a few times like this.
Yeah.
I just thought of it as not feasible. I don't know. It's just so.
Would it be the biggest swerve
And it's funny,
you've ever
he
seen?
never acknowledges Roman.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, you know, but he's maybe. I think he's maybe mentioned Roman probably
At the
once.
start.
And he looks like Roman a bit when Roman's like he's got that look
He's a
about him.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
He's a powerhouse.
That would have to be the all-time biggest swerve if he cashes in on Roman.
It would be a surprise.
Yeah.
Are you
But
worried? If
Most
you're
likely,
Cody
he's going to cash in on the World Heavyweight title, not
Yeah,
So where's that
undisputed.
leave CM Punk?
he could probably cash in on Punk eventually.
I would have.
It could be like Cody last year.
That would be a nice welcome back for Punk. Like
Yeah.
a champion.
I would have Cody. I know we're a bit of fantasy booking here. I would have Damian Priest cash in on night one after Punk's won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that'd be Punk's little nice
Punk's
welcome
got his main
after.
event,
You got his main event, yeah?
and that builds up a redemption arc for Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Punk probably takes it SummerSlam.
And wouldn't that mirror how Punk beat Edge?
Yes, exactly. Because he
Edge
cashed,
or Jeff or
he cashed in
Edge?
on both.
Yeah,
Edge
but
and Jeff
he
Hardy.
attacked Edge
Yeah.
after Batista attacked Edge. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Punk's always said, and I know I've been voting, he's always said, I never want to win. I like his guys, I want a main event. And then he's going to have to settle for night one.
It's just as big as
Well, I mean, look how big Owens and Zayn was against the Usos last year. That was massive.
exactly.
Honestly, let's not forget Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Of the second night one they ever had.
Yeah.
That was a great way to
If we're looking at last year's, what's it called? Oh no, wait, not last. When was Flair vs Ripley?
That was last year.
Night one or night two?
opening of night two, wasn't it?
That was enough. Was that? And when I think of WrestleMania
didn't
moment
finish.
last year, I think of Rhea and Charlotte. And that wasn't main event of either night.
No.
Yeah.
It's funny to think. 2 months ago, I think we all had Gunther locked in for the Rumble.
Yep.
And then
How
Seth
quickly
Rollins.
that changed.
Episode 1.
Legit.
Yeah,
And look, and yeah, just
but even just 2 months ago.
and it took the return
It was
of
a long
CM Punk to throw it all on its head.
How did you guys let me leave him out when I mentioned LA Knight and
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest? But I think Gunther's got a bit more longevity then. He's a bit younger than him, isn't he?
I'm positive they're going to say.
How old is
Dash in
Gunther?
Berlin.
How what?
Is he in his late 20s?
Gunther, he's probably in his
Early
30s.
30s. Early
He's
30s.
probably
He's been around for a while.
He's probably like 34, 35 if you had to guess.
But he'll have the gift to get going for another
Yeah.
20 years.
My assumption is they're gonna save Gunter for.
Bash and Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did have the legitimate we had legitimate injury, Kofi Kingston and Giovanni.
Giovanni.
I was going to bring
That was
it up.
bad, man.
Yeah, so that was, and I think that's kind of the blueprint how to go forward. No funny business, no risking anything.
Just call it off.
Just call the match and raise the hands of the winners. But they did say he walked off his own accord. But they reckon he was knocked out with the kick and then his head hit the mat as well. So it was a
protocol,
total.
yeah.
But then
I think both.
we'll roll
kick and the
Raw
leg.
tonight into it too because they certainly played into the storyline with Ludwig and Kofi.
That was brutal, man.
But we're still led to believe that was real. What happened last week with
Yeah.
Oh, that was definitely legitimate.
I think it was real, yeah. Because you can tell by the way when the camera panned to Giovanni eventually walking ringside for 1 second, he did not look good.
Yeah, he looked out of it.
It's good to know they still have the brain to know when to call it off.
Yeah.
We'll go to SmackDown after we go to Raw tonight. So Raw tonight led with McIntyre and CM Punk.
Yep.
So we're led to believe that they're going to have some kind of interaction around the Rumble. I reckon one of them will cost each other.
Mm-hmm.
Was that kind of out of the blue? You didn't think McIntyre and Punk?
Well, McIntyre did mention him a few times about one, like his name dropped him a few times in the last couple of weeks.
After Punk's come back?
Yeah. So it does make a bit of sense. It's not just thrown together.
To me, it makes perfect sense anyway, just because.
It's good hype for the Rumble. Keeps the drama elevated.
And they went back when Punk was around and McIntyre was still around too.
And Jinder. He's got a title match against Seth next week.
Yeah.
That came the reaction to the promo last week, it must have been. So that was very well received. It was very hot, a lot of heat to it.
If they can book him correctly,
Why not?
he'll always be a good threat.
And then down to SmackDown, they need another heel on SmackDown, don't they?
I think both need a few more heels actually.
Yeah.
I feel Raw's more heel dominant and
Which is Judgment
SmackDown's
Day.
more face
Yeah,
dominant.
let him go down to SmackDown.
Yes.
What is he? Isn't he NXT technically?
Who?
Or is he Raw?
He went down and NXT with the tag team in the shoe, yeah.
So they look like they're big on the back burner now.
Yeah, but they're on Raw. They're on Raw.
Oh, they are. So,
Hopefully they can build him back up again properly. This time, I should say.
I mean, no disrespect to the other guys, but if we get Jinder out of it, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of him.
Speaking of people that's been looking great, what about Ivar?
Yeah, he's another one that's a shot out of a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, it comes down to those tag teams who where one goes down, the other one lifts.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it with Ivar. We've seen it with Chad Gable with his two tag team partners, how much he's shown.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's good to see that. It's just another one that it's good to know they have in like their back pocket in case they need to elevate someone real quick, someone you can believe.
I think the blueprint there is it still technical? No, it's now over a year now, where LA Knight was 14, 15 months ago. Max, what was his name?
Max Dupree.
Max Dupree. That's your blueprint there. If you can do that with him, mind you, he's way talented, but I believe Bronson Reed's talented. I believe Otis is talented.
They're stacked.
Yeah, it's stacked. If they can do that with LA Knight, it's a year ago he had that feud with Bray, God rest his soul. Jeez, where would Bray fit in?
If he was still
He
around.
probably would have been sent home again.
I never want to think about it.
Imagine if they still had Bray and all this.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon he would have come across Punk.
Can you imagine
I
Brad?
reckon it would have been Rollins. He would have been involved in that whole Rollins and Punk thing, I reckon. He would have been Raw.
Yeah.
So just quickly from Raw Day 1, we didn't mention Rhea Ripley defending her title against Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
Very, very solid match. Ivy Nile did not look out of place.
That she did it, but the booking of the match showed how dominant Rhea is in the women's division.
Yeah.
And we had... Oh yeah, we said Becky. We led to believe Becky's climbing to the Rumble and we'll win the Rumble.
To bounce back?
Yeah,
I think so.
At this point, I think there's two legitimate Rumble.
To me, it's
Rumble.
either Becky or Bailey.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could go either way, you wouldn't mind, and the other one wins that chamber to
Pick your
secure
poison.
their spot.
Pick your poison.
Because it really sounds like our thoughts about Bailey in the Rumble, like the eventual falling out with damage control.
Yeah, because Bailey did say she is going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah. The only thing is, I can't see WWE booking a two-time Royal Rumble winner for women's so
Becky?
far. Yeah.
When did she win it?
2019. She wasn't even entered.
Yeah, she took Lana's spot because she was injured.
She won 19 and when?
If she wins this, it'll be two-time.
Yeah.
She won.
Oh, you don't think that they'll give it to her for a second?
No.
Not yet. I think I want to give.
Do you hold the same theory for the men's as well? With Cody?
That's what I'm thinking. With
It's tough because
We haven't seen a back-to-back in a while.
Was it 26 years? Austin, 97, 98, last back-to-back.
But then everything 97 got. He never went to Mania, yeah.
He got punished after the result.
Yeah, he never went to Mania, yeah.
And his punishment was having that
Actually,
match.
you know what? I never thought about that. You had four years in a row you had across two. Sean 95, 96, Austin 97, 98.
And Hogan in the early 90s.
Yeah, but you had,
90.
yeah, but you had four across two.
Across two winners, yeah. Two winners, three winners across 6 years.
With Austin.
Austin's.
And he wasn't there in 2000.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Going back to the CM Punk stuff, did anybody expect him to be wrestling on free TV?
He's wrestled those house shows.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he would have had maybe at least one match on free TV.
Especially during that December period where there wasn't a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Trying to get a big number in for a TV.
Like, I know they haven't had him on free TV, but at least they had him do a couple of house shows just so he gets a bit up to speed.
Are you respecting the fans if he goes to the Rumble? Are you respecting the fans if he goes to the Rumble and hasn't wrestled once on Raw?
I think it's a natural heel turn coming.
What do you think that's built into it? I mean, when did this thing now... Did Brock Lesnar start this shit? I think Brock Lesnar started a lot of this stuff.
What?
This whole free TV, not allowed to wrestle free TV. If you look at a lot of stuff now and as much as I love Brock, but saying this wrestler can't do this thing, this has all come from Brock. No one was doing this before Brock. Not even Hogan, Austin, The Rock weren't doing this before Brock.
At least Hogan would pop up every Nitro.
Yeah. And wrestle.
Wrestle, even just talk for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we should get a Punk match before the Rumble.
I think after Rumble it'll be a bit different. I think he will frequent more.
Because you have him in the Rumble, it's not even going to be wrestling a one-on-one. So then God knows when you have, and he's not on the chamber.
As of yet.
Are you telling me there's a chance he might not wrestle one-on-one to WrestleMania? That wasn't part of the plan.
No, I reckon he definitely will.
He will, because they have to make him Mania ready.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, if he's just hypothetically say he's winning the Rumble, they're going to have to build him up to win the Rumble.
It's great for him to talk, but also you can do as much training as you want, but
You still got to
until
wrestle.
you actually get in the ring and wrestle, it's you don't know how you're going to turn up.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you going to turn up on the big stage with 80,000 people in 2 months?
If you've only
been in a Rumble where you're being really suffocated by another 10 people in the ring with you, not having that moment to shine and use your moves.
I think they'll definitely have him work some matches. They're not stupid.
I hope so.
They know.
they'll probably milk it out a bit.
We'll move on to SmackDown. Oh, so we're just going to keep talking about Punk.
What was SmackDown called?
New Year's was a Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've taken the names of the two pay-per-views in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's a nice homage.
I prefer it. Because to me, I don't see why we should do a pay-per-view on New Year's anyway.
Yeah, but it worked well, that Say One. Say One was good.
Yeah.
New Year's was it Revolution?
Revolution.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I don't think
the
it's away
chamber
from the
matches.
Rumble. I don't think it's away from the Rumble. They were fun. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so what happened here?
Well, we had Angel Garza and Humberto come back to the main roster, team up with Santos to cost Bobby Lashley.
He's even up the numbers.
Yeah, now he's got his own Del Fantasma group again.
Yeah.
Probably better tag team partners and not denying.
Big fan of Humberto.
I love him.
He was
I
very
love them
green on his first run, but there was something there.
both. He was too baby faced.
Yes.
Yeah,
very white meat.
What else did we have? We had the AOP return, the Alan
Yes.
Cross.
Carrying Cross. Is that finally the beacon of light for Carrying?
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
So, so let's just say, they attacked the Street Profits. So that's basically confirmed the Street Profits are babyface.
John's been saying that.
Until the AOP attack, I had them for heels, to be honest. I couldn't get a gauge on them.
Yeah.
But also I can't get a gauge on Karrion Kross. What's he about yet?
So he hasn't mattered.
Did you feel the crowd was a bit dead when AOP showed up?
It was. To be fair, the audience probably has changed a fair bit.
Yeah, so
I don't think they know how to react. Or who they should be reacting for.
That's what I'm saying. I can't get a reading on Carrying Cross yet.
How jacked did Carrying Cross look?
He's been trained.
Next to be the theme of the week.
because
Flavour of the month.
Because the commentators, especially Corey Graves, made a big deal about the AOP concerning. But yeah, the fans, I don't know, they probably didn't know how to react, probably because a lot of them wouldn't have seen the AOP before. Because
It's hit or miss with the NXT stars, especially with the main roster.
Yeah, you're either liked on the first night, or you're lost in the shuffle.
or you're doomed.
You reckon that's been the hesitancy to bring up Ron Breaker?
No, I think they're waiting their time with Ron Breaker.
I think they're waiting for like the storyline.
Because we thought he was coming up at SummerSlam after SummerSlam last year.
The night after Mania, I had him beating for the US Championship.
That's what I would have thought too, but I think with Ron Breaker it'll be different.
He's ready.
Or the night of Mania that Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
It could be that stuff that happened with his father outside that they're a bit hesitant.
That held him back a bit, maybe.
Maybe, but that's a long shot. That's all because he would have suffered a bit more in NXT. He's been made him to be a beast.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what.
They're still booking
Even
him.
after what's
They're
happened.
still booking him ultra strong.
Also with AOP returning, it's good to see that Paul Ellering's with him.
Yes.
They lost him on the first night of their main roster.
And I
They
said-
haven't lost ever since.
I still couldn't believe that they actually signed off on that decision back then.
That's Vince's booking.
Yep, exactly.
To put him with Drake Maverick.
What the hell
For some
is that?
reason.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what was his gimmick? He pissed his pants.
Yeah.
You beat me to
He pissed his pants. Is that how you put the most dominant tag team of NXT?
You get these two beasts, and you got little Drake Maverick pissing his pants. Really, come on, man.
Paul Ellering will have that mouthpiece that they missed.
Yeah.
Speaking of pissing his pants.
Excuse me.
Well, Nick Aldis pissed his pants when Roman destroyed the triple threat.
Yeah.
He stood his
too.
ground.
I just felt I didn't understand.
Was it
why-
an audible?
I'm not sure, but
What do you mean?
Was it always going to be a schmozzle?
Yes.
yeah.
As soon
Was
as,
there
I
ever going to
saw,
be a one-on-one?
as soon as I saw Nick Aldis out there, also Roman has not appeared apart from walking in at the start and laughing.
You knew we were going to see.
How
one.
can you not have Roman actually appear?
Good
When,
point.
when me and Cameron and Anthony were watching a live, I said,
Cameron and I.
"Okay, Joe." I said, "You." When we were watching it live, I was saying, "What's the bet we are going to see Roman pop up here at some point?" And lo and behold, he did pop
Is
up.
there any footage of you saying that? Or you saying that?
No, I actually said it, Joe.
Oh, okay, John, look at those eyes. That's true. Good point, John and Archie.
But like, just sorry to cut you off, Joe. But what I couldn't understand was why did Nick Aldis have to whisper to Paul Heyman?
You fucked them or something. What did he say?
Yeah, like you said,
happy?
though, because of this, Roman is now gonna have to defend the title against all three of these.
Because
men.
he wants to put the
Pressure on
Paul Heyman to deliver that message.
Didn't he give him the DJ colour line? Congratulations. He did play.
Yeah, I think it did say
He did. Did he say, well done, Roman?
When you're done celebrating, let him know.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, when Roman's done celebrating, tell him.
So that was quite a good observation by you two. But before SmackDown, I was of the opinion we were getting Randy and Roman at Mania. Royal Rumble.
I think it's what everybody.
So you think it was an order? You think they changed it? Or this was
No,
always...
I think that was the way they just believed us into. They just had us believing Randy Orton was going to be the clear-cut winner.
Yeah.
It's a good swerve. I'll tell you what, it's a good swerve.
way.
Because
How could you have either of them lose? Two of them just returned, and LA Knight's one of the hottest guys I got going.
I wouldn't have cried if AJ got pinned.
it's and the thing is,
You're not a flat earther.
if you get just say it was Orton versus Reigns of the Royal Rumble, that would already be a great match in itself. But you add Styles and you add Knight into the match, it makes it even better.
Would have been a lot of sleeper holes. It's just those two.
I think it's they give Roman a proper 25-minute match.
This is probably the most pressure he's been under in a title match.
But how does it go? How does the match play out?
Well, they're probably all going to try to gang up on Roman, I assume.
Then you'll have the run-ins.
Solo and Jimmy.
You're going to have him take out two.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a finish similar to WrestleMania 37.
Well, when Roman pinned
Daniel Bryan and Edge.
People were saying that.
But that's time.
I've seen people say that.
Yeah.
What's the bet you pin? He stacks them up all
Yeah,
together.
WrestleMania 37. I'd look at that and then he would have knocked off Orton, Knight again, and AJ.
Yeah.
All in one big hit.
All in one. Yeah, it would have been so serious. Other than that, there's the alternate theory The Rock comes out and costs him.
Well, I think like last year's Royal Rumble, depending on whether that match stands in the when is being when we are watching that match, we will know if The Rock comes out or not. Are they going to leave it like they did for the swerve last year with Sami Zayn and leave it to the end?
The Rumble match was at the end, yeah.
That's what I was going. That's what I was
Yeah,
about
we're
to
gonna
mention.
see.
And
If the match, sorry to cut you off, Archie. If that match is the main event, The Rock will be there 100%.
But surely The Rock's got to have. Sorry, Kay, but surely The Rock's got to have a lot more. The Rock just can't be not seen for the next 2-3 weeks and then come and interfere in the match. He's got no real reason to. It would be a shitty move on The Rock's part. So something must happen.
He won't have to interfere. He could just confront Roman after the match.
well, this is what I wanted to bring up.
No, they're talking about Roman. They're talking about Roman The Rock costing Roman the title.
No,
That won't happen. That won't happen.
They can't have the title drop before Mania or after Mania.
It has
That's
to
why
be.
it's an alternate theory. Sorry, Archie, go ahead.
This is almost accidental 10-year booking. What happened 10 Rumbles ago?
What was the wrong?
He closed out with The Rock and Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
10 Rumbles. Not 10 years, 10 Rumbles.
2015.
It'll be 10 Rumbles, yeah.
2015, yeah.
It'll be almost 10 years of booking. Accidental booking.
Mm-hmm.
If that happens the way it does.
It's true. That's
Yeah.
your point.
Yeah.
What else did we have on SmackDown?
We had a main roster debut, Tyler Bate.
They're pretty deadly too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was that their return?
No, they've been back for a little while.
They've been back for a while. They've been giving.
Sorry, yeah.
They've been giving Butch Hill for the last month,
that's right.
and then they're like, "Oh, you got nobody, you got no friends," because of Rich Holland leaving him. And
Sheamus.
Where is Sheamus? I know it's a piss tape.
He's injured.
He's actually injured.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't really think of Tyler, but I thought maybe Sheamus would return.
That's what I thought too.
So it must be a serious injury. We haven't seen him for a while.
yeah, it's been a bit. It might return at Rumble.
I've got a feeling we'll see him at the Rumble.
What was Bate and Butcher's tag team name? Mustache Mountain? I know that was Trent Seven.
That was Trent Seven and Tyler Bate.
They have a name. It'll come back to me. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, they have had the tag experience, so it's good for them to call a friend up.
Tyler Bate's one of the call-ups I've been waiting for years.
He's been there. NXT UK, that's how long it was.
Yeah, that's true.
The UK tournament.
Yep,
So even before.
What year was that?
2014, 15.
No, 2017? 2018?
Yeah, that was around the
The
time.
UK title.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
And like we saw that Tyler Bates now a member of SmackDown.
Yeah,
They probably called him up.
they put him in full time.
Yeah,
No, a tag team.
Yeah,
Doesn't help.
plus Tyler can do everything.
And I'm hoping this is one step forward to renaming Butch back to Pete Dunne.
I think we've come around to it now. Like it's all set there. Like
What was behind the name change?
Vince.
what McMahon saw with him when he put him with Sheamus, he looks like a guy named Butch.
Because Corey Graves did have a hint with Butch where he said it looks like he's having an identity crisis. Maybe that's a play into him.
It's probably a play on that he used to be associated with Tyler Bate under a different name.
Yep. So that probably.
Well, we saw the Max Dupree change with LA Knight.
worked
It
out.
could happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, they had a pretty decent tag team match. It was
It was decent.
decent. Tyler Bate got a decent bit of time to shine on the main roster, and the crowd actually reacted well to him as well, which is
Yeah,
like we were just saying when an NXT call up comes to the main
because
roster.
his only call-up he's ever done was for 205 Live,
Yeah.
Yeah,
where him and Pete Dunne versed, I think it was Enzo.
was
It
it?
was either Enzo or Neville.
Yeah, they would have been the only ones around as a champion
Yeah.
at that time.
And what was it? Tyler Bate lost, but Pete Dunne won the next week.
They had one of the all-time best matches in NXT history
Yeah.
for the UK title.
2019.
Was that 18 or not?
2018 or 19, either one, but it was one of the best matches on the Brooklyn card.
Yeah.
It would have been 2019 then.
So
Yeah.
it was good to see him actually get a reaction.
Mania we were at?
No, SummerSlam weekend, Brooklyn. That's when that was their WrestleMania show at the time, the Brooklyn show.
Oh, before Takeover.
No, it was Takeover. It was Takeover Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
The women's division. The
Yeah, we had
damage
Io.
control.
Yeah, we had Io versus
Michin.
Michin.
I was gonna
Good
mention
showing for Michin.
Yeah, it was a solid match. Michin
Styles clash off the corner.
Yeah, Avalanche.
gave everybody a bit of a false spot. The Styles clash off the top right.
She's
And
another one.
It's actually one of Megan's best matches on the roster.
That's what I'm gonna say. She's another one where it's just like, we have you, we just don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
Especially with Styles turning on the Bullet Club.
I think like we were mentioning before, but like NXT stars just not getting the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
I think Megan's one of them.
And did you see what happened post-show after SmackDown with all the women?
No.
Bailey entering and saying she's going into the Rumble.
See what happened?
Mm-mm.
They all got invited to Chris Jericho's hotel room.
Oh my god.
Cam, let us know when we can start talking about AEW.
We'll
That's coming from them, not
we'll
Archie.
get to the devil in a minute. We'll
They
get
all
to
got
the,
invited to Chris Jericho's hotel room.
Joe.
we'll get to the devil.
What's her name? Kyrie.
Oh, it's past 12. We can't talk about it.
Kyrie Irving. Has it hit midnight yet?
Yeah, it's after hours.
Yeah, it's over midnight. So let's know we can start talking about
I was about to say something.
about Eddie Kingston.
I was about to say something, but I.
No. He's had it now.
Because if Archie's second guessing himself, don't encourage.
No, I'm just going to say it's past 12. I'm late.
No, it's not that bad.
Don't put that in there, Cam, please.
You should have just farted over it, Joe.
Your cut.
What am I kindly
So that was Smacker Down.
Edit it now.
So that was Smacker Down.
Yeah, two crews.
We heard him.
Oh, just one more thing about SmackDown. Kevin Owens winning the tournament.
Yes.
For the US Championship against Logan Paul.
And he clocked Logan Paul.
Was that a real bruise he gave him? Or was that just a bit of show on for the photos? Because Logan came out, had a big red under his...
That's probably.
I'm not sure.
Probably just to sell it.
He probably did collect him.
Maybe. We can only hope so.
I'll tell you what, it did look like a solid punch.
It did. That's what made me believe it.
And the way the crowd popped when Kevin Owens clocked him as well, I like that.
And I think we're all in agreement. The end game for Logan Paul is LA Knight at Mania.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying.
So far, get a bit. Yeah, we don't know who's returning next week.
Yeah, we never know. We might see somebody else from the 90s.
Maybe Jay White appears or something. We don't know.
Isn't he? Oh, that's Joe Briscoe.
We could get MJF since his contract expired on 1st of January.
Follow me, Tony, you fucking mark.
Can we do another thing where it doesn't make the cut?
What?
That's gratitude right there, John. He took Archie off the street.
But he just quickly was speaking of like MJF, like AEW removed him off their website. Do they really expect us to believe that he's going anywhere?
Well, they removed
We
him.
don't know. But I more tend to believe, especially when Adam Cole did mention him after in the first New Year's episode of Dynamite, MJF is gone. They wouldn't really play on that if they didn't have him locked down.
It is AEW though.
I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know. I don't see him leaving just yet.
Actually, speaking of which, before Punk returned, they added him to the alumni roster on the website. AJ Lee's been added now.
Wow.
I wonder how long. Probably Women's Rumble.
That's
Can she still wrestle?
She's got that glow.
Can she still wrestle?
she still looks good.
She's doing like
Are those workout videos old?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
I think so.
With Punk?
but she's doing some work on a show.
Glow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's never really stopped being active, like as in like exercise and all that. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Her role in Glow is more of a ambassador, kayfabe president of the company. I think the door's now always open for her.
Yeah.
I mean, the door was open even after Punk left. She was she left as women's champion, didn't she? She retired as women's champion.
Didn't she lose it to Nikki Bella?
Did she?
Yeah.
Wasn't her last match at WrestleMania 31?
She had lost to Paige.
She wasn't a champion at the time.
She lost to Paige. Paige had that incredible run.
Yeah.
Took it off Paige when she returned after Mania.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Must have been Nikki Bella.
I'm pretty sure she lost it to Nikki Bella.
Because it was still the Davis title event, and
Yes.
I think Nikki Bella lost to Charlotte.
Yeah, because Nikki Bella had that record-breaking reign where WWE had her break AJ's reign on purpose to like whitewash her away because
They likened it to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
With
The
Randy Orton.
rain, the rain and all that, yeah.
Well, nonetheless, I think the door was always open for before Punk came back. I think the door's open even more now.
it's even more open now. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see her again at some point. Honestly,
Besides that, I think that's a good wrap up for tonight.
Very good. You have a question?
Archie, I think you got a good one lined up.
We'll go around the room. I'll maybe
What's
ask
happened to
one
Panda?
or two of them. We'll go around first. Who was your superstar of the year
For last year, like 20.
of 2023? Who was your star?
This is your own personal opinion.
Yep. We'll start with Cameron. It seems like you have an answer.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amph?
LA was my favourite. Yeah.
Don?
I'll probably have to say Seth Rollins,
Workhorse?
workhorse,
Yeah.
VIP.
John?
Sheamus.
I kept falling in love with Cody Rhodes.
Oh, he's up there too.
Well, he only had 4 losses the whole year.
Yeah.
He was a much
And
stronger.
wrestled 190 matches.
Yeah.
That's a true workhorse, actually. Yeah, I'll have to go with Cody as well.
Yeah, Cody.
Just even the fan interaction after he lost against Roman, how he picked himself up, dusted himself off.
over.
Brock, what about Brock done on the night after Mania?
And that's when we thought, shit, we're in a bad
We thought shivers.
If we put it into categories, Superstar of the Year will be Cody.
Yeah.
Breakout Star has to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't go past
Oh,
LA
yeah.
Knight.
Yeah, breakout 100% LA Knight.
Match of the Year.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ooh.
I think I've got
I'll go.
Yeah.
Charlotte Rhea, WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one.
That's a good one.
Female Superstar of the Year.
Ooh.
Real.
Hard to go past Rhea.
How can you go past Rhea?
Hard to go past Rhea.
Yep. And Breakout Women's.
Yeah,
Maxine Dupree.
yeah, Sky for me.
Max.
Maxine's good.
Maxine Dupree.
I'd believe it.
I'll go yeah.
But I'd say Io.
Yeah. No, I agree with Maxine's very good, but yeah as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Tag Team of the Year.
Tag team of the year.
That's a tough one.
It's fallen after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's fallen hard.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with Kevin and Sammy for the first third of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more than a third, I reckon.
Yeah, but that's where the apex happened.
Jeez. I don't know. Far out.
I don't know. That's a full.
I mean, what's the short list? Judgment Day.
Usos up to
The first third of the year. Kevin and Sammy. Have they been the only 3? Oh, Cody and Jay.
Yeah.
Those have been the only 4 tag champions this year.
yes.
Yeah. Unless you want to include the women's.
There's been representation of different stables and all that.
Faction of the Year. Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Ooh.
They're always
Oh,
Damage
no.
control.
damage controls. Yeah.
Bloodline, because it dominated the first 2/3 of the year. Had me.
Yeah. It's
But when you
it's-
thought about Raw this year, you thought Judgment Day. When you thought about SmackDown, you thought Damage Control.
Let's not forget, but you have to remember, Damien won Money in the Bank. They won the tag titles twice.
Done with the North American title.
Rhea's been women's champion since Mania.
The addition of R-Truth.
the national treasure himself.
Comedic moment.
Oh. Comedic moment for 2023.
Oh no, John's answer already.
What would mine be?
Actually, no way. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't
It's
count.
this year.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, that's-
We'll
that's
come back
count.
to you in December.
I got my one.
Go ahead.
Dominic's entrance at WrestleMania. Getting out of the paddy wagon with the handcuffs and
And
that
the
was
sirens.
so fucking funny.
Oh, on that, my funny moment, Dom walking out of the Hall of Fame speech for
That
Roman.
wasn't funny. That was sad. He
That
got
was
start
funny.
crying.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
The booing.
Yeah, the guy's gonna start
The booing.
crying.
Moment of the year.
CM Punk returning.
Oh yeah, hard to go past.
Yeah.
Cody and Brock at the SummerSlam.
Well, that was a good moment too.
Oh,
That was an ultimate.
Brock giving
Fuck,
Cody
there were 2 for
the.
me.
That was an ultimate.
There were 2 for me. One, probably Raiden Wolf. Sammy shot on Roman with the chair,
Oh yeah.
but that super
Oh.
kick on SmackDown.
Roman getting pinned for the first time.
Yeah, I thought
was a
about
good
that.
moment.
But the pop when Jay
Yeah.
Jay kicked Roman. But then again, the thunder. Like, you gotta go back and it's coming up to 1 year. The thunder of that crowd when Sammy hit Roman in the Element Dome. Is that where the Spurs play every year now? No, they don't play every game.
No,
They still
no.
play it.
They play a special game.
Yeah. Go back and listen to the thunder
Yeah.
of that crowd when Sammy hit Roman.
With the chair.
I don't think I've ever heard that. Forget about the Attitude Era and Nitro versus Raw and all that stuff and Monday Night Raw. I've never heard that.
Wait, when you're saying Jimmy super kick, are you talking about the SmackDown or are you talking about the pay per view
No,
when
the
Jimmy
SmackDown one.
the SmackDown one?
The Jay super kicked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he
Oh, when he goes,
if you're out,
I'm out too.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you were out,
And the way they all sold, and the way Solo sold it, and the way Roman and Paul Heyman was probably a lesser factor there, but the way they sold it, and then Michael Cole's commentary at the end, the Roman's Empire's fallen heir to Jay, it was just done brilliantly. That to me was the apex of the storyline.
Yeah.
It's then we had to jump the shark, and
It peaked.
I think it'll get its moment today. If they had got so you're not going to get that. I don't know. That's
KO and Sammy reuniting and embracing.
Oh, that was big.
SmackDown where Cody looked on like a proud father.
Yep.
That was a feel good moment.
I think for me, my moment for last year was KO and Sammy winning the tag titles.
It was an epic moment.
Little did we know.
And because
We should have known then.
Because the crowd pop and then Michael Cole in the background screaming the bloodline be damned for 24 hours at least.
Bad Buddy's entrance at Puerto Rico.
that was crazy.
That match, Carlito.
Yeah.
Carlito,
Honestly,
Vega.
Savio Vega, that Raw, you'll never have him pop like that in America.
Oh, no way.
No, that was on.
Actually, that reminds me. Best crowd of the 2023.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico by far.
Can't go past it. Maybe London,
And Toronto, and then...
Puerto
and
Rico.
then
but Puerto Rico's the top one. London's a distant second for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the moment we don't want to think about, but that adrenaline that was rushing through everyone.
No pun intended.
When Cody
When KO and Sammy hit their finishes.
and then Cody hit the shuffle on Roman and he went, far.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I've only had the guts to watch.
We watched it last week for the first time.
and my heart just sank again.
I don't know if I
We watched it for the first time. And then they threw the
I'll happily watch it again when Cody wins
and
this.
then they threw the rubber chicken in the.
Rubber chicken.
But those memes were.
Just
Tony Khan laughed for 3 hours straight and
wait, just going back to match of the year.
quickly. Yeah, please.
Did
Very
everyone-
quickly.
Did everybody name the match of the year?
Match of the year? Yeah. No, what did I say? Oh, yeah, Charlotte Rhea and Mania.
Because I don't think everybody got theirs down.
What, did you want to say yours? Is that what you're hinting at?
Well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
somebody else didn't say this.
Yeah,
I
Anthony
said what?
said.
KO Sammy win the tag titles.
No, the best match of the year.
Best
You say
moment.
Rick Boogs versus Omos?
Oh,
Oh, I wish I saw that match. Well, best moment, best match. That both fall under that for me.
Yeah.
KO and
No, I agree with Joe. Rhea versus
John?
Charlotte.
Yeah.
mine the
I love
triple
it.
threat IC title match at Mania.
oh yeah, Sheamus.
I see.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, about that Rhea show, I thought hasn't affected Rhea. Look, the camera work at the end was more on Charlotte.
Oh, when
Doesn't
she was
say,
like sitting.
she got me, but hasn't taken
I had a feeling if she didn't get injured, she would have had a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's there later this year. My match combines into my moment, Cody and Brock at SummerSlam. That was an epic match. Got the best out of each other. That was probably Brock's best match in 3 years. Maybe 5 since Samoa Joe's match.
Maybe Samoa Joe made his best match since, funnily enough, Goldberg Mania 33, sorry.
Yeah, that was a good match too. Yeah, I definitely have to go for the moment. That moment at the end where Cody, I feel like that's where Cody was properly accepted again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, interesting.
but Mania was his punishment. I'm gonna say it.
Do you reckon he was punished?
I think now
Yeah.
hindsight's the best thing that ever happened. I think it was for punishment. Brock was the one who he became a made man again in the WWE.
Especially for Brock to give him like the nod.
You know that's bad news.
Off the script as well.
It's off the script.
That was off the script.
Was it?
He didn't have intentions to hug him, but he said, "Fuck, I'm gonna hug him."
Well, you know who that's bad news for them?
Rick Boogs.
CM Punk.
I heard Rick Boogs is going to give CM Punk the nod.
We'll see when Senior cashes in.
Well, Rick Boogs can't be because he retired now.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Fortunately for Joe, yeah.
Cameron, let's wrap up this podcast on a high of Rick Boogs retiring.
Do the honours.
Archie, you did the honour since you only hear fucking Mr. Parkline here, Mr. Legends contract.
Archie's Roman Reigns of the podcast.
Mr. fucking toilet, you brought your own toilet paper too.
Just in case John shat himself.
He's looking out for me, Joe.
That's it, man.
So finish.
Go on,
what?
Archie Lesnar.
Listen, guys, World's End wasn't that bad,
Yeah.
but we need the Fight TV subscriptions to go out for AEW.
Because Adam Cole could have gone and sat in the crowd if they were going to pull that fucking shit.
Like, subscribe, comment, block, remove from your life. John needs the money.
And vote on the poll if you think Archie's in better shape than Eddie Kingston. Said better shape than Eddie Kingston. And the plumber, Moxley.
That's you. Not John Moxley.
Plumber
We had a
Moxley.
great match at World's End. I don't care what they
Plumber
say.
Moxley.
Meltzer gave us 4 3/4 stars.
And John, right now you've got the appeal of Don Callis. Jeez, AEW's funny. It's actually funny to watch. It's so funny.
He's let me have my moment on Thursdays.
Alright.
Alrighty, good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Run.